And benefit cost ratio is really easy because you only divided all the cash flow, which is classified as the earning, and will be divided by the cost. Okay, so it's just like the net present value, future worth, or annual worth. But in this case, you only divided that two different cash flow, and then it will end up with the ratio. And the preferable ratio is greater than one, greater equal than one. It means that the portfolio or that project resulting in a very safe position, which is gain a profit. Okay. However, if the ratio is end up with less than one, it means your portfolio is in a dangerous situation. It means you consider to purchase another portfolio or to end up with another project. Okay, and the aim of the BCR or benefit cost ratio is just like the net present value, future worth, or annual worth, because it's a tool or a method to to analyze the feasibility of investment. We can implement it into portfolio, project, investment, or any kinds situation that has profit or seeking a profit goals. Okay, and this method emphasizing the benefit and also the cost. Okay, for a project. So if you want to, what is it? If you want to join the project, it is better you know about this method because it's applicable to the project, and it's just like the quick judgment to decide whether this project is profitable or not. Okay, and this method is commonly used to government projects. Okay, and how about the formula? The formula itself is very easy because you only divided any kind earnings with the cost. Okay, and it's just like finding the equivalence for benefit and also the cost. If you want to implement into present conditions, it means you have to convert all the cash flow into present conditions or in the zero initial investments. However, if you want to convert it in the future, it means all the cash flow should be occur in the future's equivalence. So you have to be careful with the compound factors. So you have to pick the suitable compound factors. And for the annual one, it means all the cash flow will be distributed evenly along its useful life, which is called annual worth. Or you want to know the equivalence in a constant equivalence, it means you have to convert all the cash flow into the annuity ones. Okay, and the preferable ratio is greater than one. Okay, is greater than one, equal to one. It means your project is feasible. You can continue to run that business. And if the ratio is below than the target, which is one, then the alternative or the project is not profitable. You may consider to take another portfolio or projects. Okay, so it's very easy, right? But maybe you have to know, you have to memorize the threshold itself, because if you learn the profitability index, which is another feasibility index, feasibility analysis, it has different meanings, because benefit cost ratio is just like the reverse of the profitability index. Okay, and the aim of that tools is different. In benefit cost ratio, we emphasize the benefits of something. So you have to decide whether this project is gaining more profits by picking that method. Okay, and then you have to be careful about the compound factors. So in my opinion, I rather choose present worth factors if if the cash flow using the same period analysis, and if that alternative uh, has different useful life, it means I will pick annual worth instead of present worth or future worth. So that concept in time value of money, especially in present worth, future worth, and annual worth, is applicable to this one. Okay. Now let's take a look to the case. So it's just like the same case. I want to purchase a machine worth to 35 million rupiah for my bakery company. And if I purchase this machine, it will offer the savings, which is it can be converted for 5 million for 5 years lifespans. And at the end of the year, I can resell again my property, which is 40 million rupiah. And if the MAR says 9% per year, so I can say the rate of return is MAR, or annual percentage rate, which is APR, because it has similar definitions. So can you decide that my purchase is profitable or not? Okay. So if I use benefit cost ratio, it means I have to find out the equivalence between the benefit and also the cost. Okay, it's just like totally the same with another concepts. And then I have initial investments and also the annual saving, which can be converted into, no, not converted, which is classified as the positive area. Okay, so for the negative area will be located into upper, or we can say it denominators, okay, in mathematical expressions. Okay, so just do a do calculation. This is just like the basic calculation in finding the equivalence of some things, and then in this case I will convert it into present word. Yeah, present word instead of annual word or future words. So PF 9% 5. Okay, annuity, it means my savings if I use these machines, and then plus salvage value, which is PF. Okay, so PF is applicable to the salvage value because it's located in the futures, right? And then just figure out the illustrations and keep in your mind, because now I will do a quick calculations. So probably you can draw it by yourself at your homes, or maybe just take a sheet of papers. And if you want to take an advanced procedure, it means you have to illustrate that situation in your mind. Okay, so you know that initial investment will be located in 0, and the future maybe PF is the best, and for annuity one will be PA or something like that. Okay, so why I put 35 in the upper ones, because it's located in the cost, yeah, initial cost, and then it means it doesn't change at all, right? Okay, 35, and then it ends up with 0.79. Okay, it means that purchase, that activity is not profitable, okay, because it has less than the targeted threshold. Got it? Okay, so why I put only 35? Because it's located in the present one, and it means it doesn't change at all. You know that end of period conventions, it means I have to wait a little bit. I have to wait maybe a certain time, and at the end I will know that whether my portfolio is gaining a profit or maybe a loss. Okay, so it means that machine proposal is rejected. Yeah, maybe I can continue to look for another type of the machines which offer more annual savings. And how about more than one alternatives? So it is applicable for this one. You know that incremental analysis, which is happen in the IRR situations, okay? So it is applicable to these ones. So you know that you have to combine, you have to make some iterations, Okay, it means do nothing always accompany you in that situations. And then you know that the threshold itself is different now. In IRR, it means you have to compare with the MAR value, but this one you have to compare with the threshold of the BCR, which is greater than 1. Okay, so let's apply this practice problems. So I have two machines, this one X and Y, and then I have annual savings, and the useful life is equal, which is 10 years, and the salvage value is different. And if the MAR says 50% per annum or per years, so which the best decisions? What kind of the best decision if we face these situations? Okay, so basically it's just like the same with IRR procedure. Okay, sort all the alternative ascendingly. It means you have to order it from the small one to the greater one. Okay, so in this case, it's already sit in that desired procedures, and apply present word method first. Okay, because present word itself can be applied or can be calculated whether it should be converted again in the future or annual one. So this is my recommendation. If you don't have any clue, if you don't have any ideas to convert the cash flow, maybe convert it to the present one is the best one. Okay, so apply the present word method first. Okay, so I have this one. It means I have to convert the thing with the machine X. So machine X is the smallest one compared to the machine Y. Okay, you have to sort it ascendingly. Okay, so now let's do the table case flow instead of the illustration or graphical cash flow. Okay, so let's do quick calculations. And here I have years, and then we have do nothing will be against with machine X, and then I have to do incremental calculations. Okay, so I have incremental calculations. At the beginning, I have -1. It means I have to purchase something, right? So put the correct sign in the cash flow. Okay. So at the beginning, I have -1. I have negative, and for the upcoming years, I have a +1 because it offers the savings, and saving itself is classified as the positive area. And for incremental itself, it's just like subtraction between the machine X with the nothing one. Okay, so it's just like -3 minus -3 minus 0. It means I have a -1. Okay, so just do a basic calculation, and after that, the incremental one, okay, the incremental one is being proceeded to the BCR method. Okay, so I have 700, and 700 is repeated evenly along its useful life, or we have a pattern itself. We have a constant number start from 1 to 9. Okay, so I have 700 PA 50% 9s. Okay, you know, if I have a constant number, I have a uniforms, maybe the best one is using annuity ones, annuity relationship. It means I have to convert to the present, it means PA, right? So I have a different or single cash flow at the end of its useful life. It's just like the salvage value, and the salvage value itself or anything occur in the future is just like PF, right? So the best convert factor is PF 50% 10. Got it? Don't put a 9 because 9 itself is classified as the annuity one or annuity saving annuity one. And then I have 3 millions. Okay, so 3 million itself represented by the initial investment. I have put it directly into the denominator ones. Got it? So, and just do a calculation. This is basic calculation. Just compute all the numbers in here, and then it will end up with 1.49. It means that portfolio or that proposal is accepted. Okay. So after that, yeah, the iteration itself still continue because I have to proceed three steps until all the decision is applicable to all situations. Okay, so now the machine X will be benchmarked with the machine Y, will be compared. Now I have machine X and machine Y, and put the right informations to see the glance, the practice problem in here, okay, and then put it in the table, inside the table, put the right informations, and for incremental one is just like subtraction between the Y and X, okay, put the right signs. It means at the beginning I have -1, and it's very normal because in the beginning one you have to wait whether your investment is running in a positive result or getting a loss. And we have a constant number starting for first period to the 9th period. Okay, it's just like the addition between machine Y and machine X, subtraction, sorry. And then I have at the end of useful life, it will end up with 600. Okay, and for the incremental one, okay, is an input for BCR method. Okay, so just do basic calculation, just compute the numbers. Okay, it's very easy, right? So in this case, you have to keep in your mind the right illustration for this kind of numbers. Now, the 0 is negative, and for the upcoming years, we have the constant number. It means the annuity ones. And at the end, I have a future value. Oh, it's just like the same situations, yeah, the same or the similar case. And then it will end up with a positive also 1.45. It means the machine Y is more acceptable than machine X. Instead of buying the machine X, it is better to choose the machine Y. So the final decision is buying machine Y. However, if in this stage the benefit cost ratio equals to -1 or less than 1, it means machine X is profitable compared to the do nothing one. Okay, so best of the best is machine Y in this case.